If this video helps you out, remember to subscribe. Welcome to this Volcano under par guide. You need to be playing on classic mode and we need to get 61 strokes or less. Here on the first hole we're going to go 3 power and we're going to wait for the platform directly in front of us to come back down, and as soon as it meets the green, just go ahead and take your shot for an easy hole-in-one. In this video I won't be doing anything too crazy. We won't be getting a hole-in-one on every course or anything like that. This is just going to be a guide to help you get under par and get that achievement or trophy. So here on hole number 2, we're going to go 2 power, and what I like to do is wait for the moving teleporter to come back to the left side, and then as it starts moving towards the flag, it'll pass by that blue crystal in the background, and just as it passes by it, go ahead and let it go for a hole-in-one. On hole 3, we're going to look a little bit to the right and we're going to go just under 2 bars in order to make it up this wall. And then from here, we're just going to go full power into the pipe in front of us for the hole-in-two and to get a par. Hole 4 is our first one with a jetpack, so in order to use this, you just want to use whatever button you use to hit the ball in order to use the jetpack. We're going to go 2 power into it, and you can try and slam dunk the ball, otherwise you'll end up right next to the hole here, and you should be able to get it in with an easy putt. Hole number 5 is super easy. We're going to go just a squeeze under full power, and we want to look at the right side wall. Basically, there's a line just next to this black hole. We want to hit it off the wall at that line, and this should launch us up towards the hole. Depending on your bounce, you may end up closer or a little bit further away, so just adjust your power, but otherwise it should be a straight shot to the hole. Hole number 6 is the first one that I actually make a mistake on. We're going to want to go full power, not 3 bars, and wait for the jetpack thing to come down so that you actually get a jetpack and can make it all the way up to the next area. So wait for this second shot and I'll show you where you should end up after your first shot. If you do end up down here, you can just do 3 power to end up back up here. This is where you should be after using the jetpack. So after that, you just need to go about 2.5-ish, a little bit less power off of this corner piece in order to end up towards the hole. Hopefully you'll go in, otherwise you'll have an easy par. For hole number 7, we want to look to the left and like in the middle of this rock thing, and we're going to go 2.5 power. We're going to bounce off of that rock and come back onto the course down here. From here, we want to make it up that wall, so we're just going to go 1 and about 3/4 power off the wall to bounce up here. And from here, we're just going to need about 1 bar of power to make it down the hill looking directly at the hole in order to get our birdie. For our first shot on hole number 8, we want to go like a squeeze to the right, and then we're going to go 3.25 power, and it should launch us right up to here. From here, you want to aim exactly where I'm aiming, and you're going to go 3.5 power, and this should take you down towards the hole. Depending on what kind of bounce you get, you might actually end up going straight into the hole like I do. Otherwise, you should end up right down here near it for an easy par. Hole number 9 is super simple, however it is going to depend on what kind of bounce you get. We're going to go full power, just a squeeze to the left from where we start, and you'll have to bounce down all these rocks. Now there's no guarantee that you'll bounce down exactly how I do, but if you land somewhere down here you should be good. You just need to set up your shot so that you end up next to the flag over here. So if you landed where I did, you want to go about 2.25 to the hole, and then from here we'll go in for an easy par. For hole number 10, we're going to go 3.5 power looking to the right, kind of on like the corner of those rocks in the background. And then you're just going to take your shot and you'll end up near a hidden blue teleporter that will take you right up above the hole. From here, just aim at the hole below you, go about half a bar of power, and you should easily drop in for a birdie. For hole 11, we're going to go full power, and we want to aim to the right. There's kind of like a block that lights up just on this ramp in front of us. If you aim directly at it, you should bounce just like this and end up right over here. From here, we want to aim directly at the hole. We're going to go full power and just wait for nothing to be in your way. And you should take a couple of bounces up to the green and have an easy putt for birdie right here. For hole 12, we're going to go 3 3/4 power, and we want to look at this right side wall. You'll notice that there's a bunch of lines on it. We want to aim at the furthest away line from us. Off of this bounce, we should end up going through this hidden blue teleporter and coming out right next to the hole. Now, for an eagle, you want to aim just a little bit to the left of the hole, and we're going to go 1 and a squeeze power in order to make it right up here. Otherwise, you should end up right next to the hole for a birdie. Hole 13 is super simple. We're going to go 3 power and just make sure that you don't hit any of the rocks that are flying by to make it through the first teleporter. From here, we need to wait for the tube to come back down. We're going to go full power and just a squeeze to the right to make sure that we actually go through this purple teleporter. And then just like the blue one before, we're going to go full power this time and make sure we don't hit any of the rocks to make it through this green teleporter. Finally, from here, you want to aim just a little bit to the left of those lines on the wall. We're going to go 1 power, and this should bounce you right down into the hole for a birdie. For hole 14, we want to look to our right here, and we're going to go just a squeeze under 3 power, aiming at this corner block exactly as I was, and you should come right along to this ramp. From here, we want to go full power, aiming at like the left side of this stone monument thing, and just wait for the ramp to come all the way up, and then take your shot. Now, you may take a better bounce than I do and end up even closer to the hole. Otherwise, you just want to try and attack the hole from here. So I'm going to go 2 power over this ramp, trying to get it into the hole, and I'm just barely going to miss it. So I'll have an easy birdie, but you can get an eagle if you pull off your shot correctly. For hole 15, we want to look a little bit to the left, and we're going to go full power, and we want to immediately start using our jetpack to end up on this wall here. Don't use all of your jetpack because we're going to actually use that to reach the hole. For shot number 2, I'm going to look at this line in the wall that's just before the corner piece, and we're going to go 1 in a squeeze power in order to end up right here so that we're lined up with the hole. Now from here, we just want to go 1 power looking directly at the hole, and we need to use our jetpack at the right time so that we don't fall down and miss the hole, and instead we fly right to it. For hole 16, we're going to go just a squeeze under full power, and we want to look to the right to this bottom corner of the floating platform here. We're going to bounce off of it and then bounce off the left side wall and come down next to a box. If you hit the box that's down here, you'll actually be in a better position than where I am, because if you actually hit the box, you can attack the hole using the method that I'm about to use right here. So I tried to attack the hole from here, but you can't actually, so what you want to do is go a little squeeze under full to get right next to the hole. If you bounced off of the box, you can use the exact same amount of power that I used looking at the hole, and you should land right in it, instead of having to take that extra putt for par. For hole 17, we're going to go full power off of the right side of this wall. We just want to wait for it to come across, and then we can just go ahead and take our shot, and we should end up somewhere around here. So depending on where you land, you're going to want to use a little bit of different power than me, but I went with 3.5 there, and I'm trying to not get into this first pipe, but get into this second one instead, and this will take us closer to the hole than that first pipe. From here, I just want to make it up that ramp so that I'm next to the hole. So I'm going to go just a squeeze under 3 power off of this corner, and we should end up right over here for an easy birdie putt. Now this final hole is a pain, so I wanted to pause the game here just to let you know, if you mess up any of these shots, you will not have enough time to complete this hole. However, if you've already made it this far following my guide exactly, you can just forfeit this hole and still get the achievement, so you don't even have to try this. But anyways, to start off, we want to go 3 power looking where I am so that we hit that little block and end up down here. I'm going to be going fast through this one because there isn't enough time to take my time and show you exactly what to do. From here, we're going to go 3 power and fly off this wall, bounce off of here, and come down to this next area. From here, we want to look to the left again, and we're going to go full power all the way around here, and we should bounce off of another wall and end up on another platform. From here, we're going to go 2.5 power, aiming where I'm aiming, and you can just take your shot. You're going to bounce off of a couple walls and then go off of a pipe up to the actual green. Now, the next part is a real big pain. So like I was saying, if you already have an under par score similar to mine, you can just go ahead and skip this hole. It doesn't really matter. But basically, you want to move a little bit to the left, and then you want to go towards the center here with just a little bit under 1 power, wait for all these teleporters to pass by, and then try and attack the hole. Now, if you miss it, you'll have an easy putt right here, and you should end up somewhere around bogey to double bogey, not 11 strokes like me, but either way, doesn't matter, you got your achievement or trophy, congratulations, you made it through.